Hello, it's Bee. Welcome if you're new here. Welcome back if you're not. We will be continuing Strange Horticulture today. Day 6, Wednesday. I was going to organize all of these. But not now. All of my foods and ledgers are done except for that one. I think we can end the day. I forget we have to click. 5 miles south of the tallest but one, it grows in peace in the midday sun. Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book, her excitement building as she did. She couldn't articulate what was so alluring to her about the book, but by now it had become an obsession. Day 7, Thursday. Thursday. Okay. 5 miles south of the tallest but one. So that kind of sounds like it's talking about the second tallest. So, 978, 902. That sounds like it's talking about Bowfell, maybe? 978's the tallest so far. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The forest here is lush and vibrant. The birdsong feels enchanting like the call of sirens. Nestled in the undergrowth under the shade of a birch tree, a plant grows. A large blue flower with an odd protrusion. Okay. This is about the Red Avenue? Yeah. I don't have anything on the Red Avenue. I think this is it, though. We shall see. I was able to strip away the swift snare's vines and lift the lid with more than a little trepidation, I'll admit. To my relief, but also disappointment, the coffin contained nothing but dust. At least that's what I thought at first, but when I looked closer, I discovered a golden amulet embedded in the gray ash. Is it the one around your neck? On the back of the amulet is an inscription that says, "With Solomon's scepter, I'll awake." Solomon's scepter, that's a plant, right? It sure is. Solskate and sometimes Solomon's scorn. The flowers of the plant are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic practices. I think that's this one, as well as alluring. Yeah, okay, cool. Long barricade. Sometimes called witch's remedy, the long barricade is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. Alright, so we can just change this one's label color to purple. And stick it in with the rest of them. I had a shepherd got killed by some wild beast up near this one side stone circle. They say it slaughtered half his flock as well. People around here don't seem too bothered, but it's got them panicked down Foxfield way. Oh, oops. Kentmere Eye. Is that a flower? None that I know about. Just put that down by the letters for now. Well, this is getting interesting. I was able to confirm that it was indeed gilded dendra that was used at the Swinside ritual site. That's a worrying sign. It's a plant that is used in several of the darker incantations. And it can't be a coincidence that the very same plant was used to poison the Arda. There must be a connection between this other murder and the Sisterhood. I need some mental clarity to think it through some more. Some maiden sorrow would help a lot. Let's see. Rubbing the soft leaves of this plant between one's fingers and thumb is said to help the mind from wandering, providing a focusing effect. The flower on this plant droops mournfully, but it's the thorns along the stems that are thought to lend its name. Smells pleasant. It's droopy like that. I'm gonna try this one first. Maiden Sorrow book entry. Red Ebony. This plant is said to uncover that which is hidden, including buried treasure and secret writings. Red Ebony is extremely rare and not well studied. Blood has been spilled over this plant, which is where the red part of the name is believed to come from, since, confusingly, the large flower is in fact blue. I think I know that because I got to, hold on, what's this one called? Maiden Sorrow. Because I got like too impatient. I was looking up because the, hey. Hold on. Because this was giving me grief. The like, thing. It looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Blackcomb. Verona noticed something at the Swinside site that has me pondering. A piece of slate with a symbol drawn on it in black. Can't think of anywhere else around there where you'd get slate from. That and Bradley Miller keeps insisting that he saw something up at Blackcomb. But then again, Bradley Miller does claim the fairy stole his wheelbarrow. If I'm going to spend a night out in the hills, I want to take some eyebright with me. Wouldn't want anyone sneaking up on me in the dark. Oh my goodness, we have so many plants. Take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. They will do no lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom that will cause a severe pain for several days after. A plant that only grows to the south in warmer climates, where they call it Loth after a long dead king. Known to improve eyesight at night, even in the darkest places. This is the only one I have that's not identified. It has thorns. So I'm going to try this one. Okay, cool. Wild coal. The purple berries are recommended by physicians in place of a hair of the dog mentality as a tonic for those suffering the effects of having drunk too much the night before. There are some who consider wild coal a sacred plant, perhaps owing to its rarity, and claim that it is bad luck to pick berries from it. Does it ever stop raining in Undermere? You have a reputation in town for knowing about unusual plants. I need some gray sandfire. Nobody around here seems to even know what I'm talking about, but I hope I'm in the right place now. Gray sandfire. Sandfire has a tough outer bark which has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it, as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. The flame-like tendrils give off a smoky scent, adding to the impression of a roaring fire. I'm pretty sure that's this. Yeah. Wood smoke feels like rough glass paper. I haven't even given it to him yet. I don't know if that's right. Okay. Fucking tree. Ember Soul. Ember Soul is thought to have protected properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Produces flowers with many petals. Watch out for the leaves, they're razor sharp. Activate the viewing device. Interesting. Let's just set that there. Put the book up. Put the labels up. Let's bring out the map real quick. Like, is there something? Tomb of the Hunter. That's at Seagull Pike. There. Is that the only thing on the map that's marked? No. The Great Oak. Oh, what's that? Eldifrinium grows here. Is that 29? No, that's 30 feet. Okay, we have a couple places that we need to visit. Does this work? Yeah, okay. Let's go here first. The memorial bears the name Swaft Prior. It stirs a memory he was one of the Dreyer. Theirs is a lonely life at the mercy of a dangerous addiction. They build a tolerance to the Dranthium sap in childhood that they might benefit from its potent effects, but they will die if they stop taking it, and unusual plants grow sparsely around the memorial. Collect. Get out of there. That's not where you go. That's where identify plants goes. Alright, let's water some of these. Label this as Red Avenue. Okay. Been there. The Great Oak is in 9, I think. Like at the base of the, base of the mountains, right here. A huge tree stands before me and possibly tall and wide, bigger than I could ever have imagined any living thing might be. Its upper branches graze the sky. Okay, so there wasn't really anything there, except for the tree. Okay, one more place to go. P30. Okay. Was that cute? Whoever wrote on my map had been very helpful. I would never have thought to come out to this desolate place in search of a plant life, but a quick search yields exciting results. Oh, that's so cute. Kentmere Eye. Okay, so let's see here. There's Kentmere. But I don't know what Kentmere Eye means. I descend into a pleasant valley where the village of Kentmere is situated. On my way I pass the Brockstone, or Badger Rock, which has always been popular with local children who challenge each other to scramble up its craggy sides. I make a beeline to the village church, St. Cuthbert's, which is sheltered by an ancient yew tree. There are many plants to admire amongst the headstones and tomb, but sadly, nothing extraordinary for me to find today. Is something in the book called Kentmere Eye? I think I already looked that up, actually. Now that I say it out loud. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I did look this up. It was driving me nuts. From Kintamere, I follow the bearing of the eye and end up in a small forest north of Kindle. The woods are thick with briar and brambles, but amongst the tangled undergrowth a type of flower is flourishing. Find a briar's dislocation. Oh, that's pretty. Where did it? Oh, there it is. Thin leaves and small purple red berries. That's good to know how those come about. I think that's probably it for the day, huh? Oh, interesting. Let's see. No, nothing comes on with that. I wonder if I should look over everything else. It works. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, archives. Let's just look through real quick. Nothing else with that, so I think we can end the day. Lowick to Ilgil Head, Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. At first she felt free, but it wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry and slept in makeshift shelters, not knowing where she was going, not caring. Eventually, she made her way to Grisdale Forest. Day 8, Friday. Lowick to Ilgil Head. Lowick. Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. N16, F11, M11, D15. Okay. We'll try to figure that one out later. You were wise to pledge your support to the seeds of redemption. Together, we are stronger. Now that the Dendru has awoken, the redemption is upon us. It is a glorious time. Our deeds will be remembered for thousands of years. Those of us that have put our faith in the awoken Dendru will be saved, but we must act swiftly. We will be in touch soon. Praise to Dendru is apparently something he said too. My mind is clouded, dark. I see it, and it sees me. All of me. Elder Finium is the answer. It must be. The petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote to dendrum miasma, a deadly poison that causes the blood to slowly turn black, eventually resulting in a painful death. It has an intoxicating scent, similar to that of Solomon's scepter. A strong, sweet aroma. Kind of looks like that. That one says unpleasant. The Solomon Scepter. I'm gonna try this one. Larkshine. Larkshine is a plant with a powerful defense mechanism. It releases stinging barbs triggered by a light touch. The pain is said to be unbearable and can last for several days, sometimes confusingly called kidney flower. This is thought to be a reference to the kidney-shaped seeds held within the spiny pods that grow on this plant. I don't think I have anything with spiny pods yet. Oh, well, this has spiny pods. Kind of. Was that Larkshine? Whoops. I think this might be Larkshine, but I'm not for sure. Grace Enright. My mom was into horticulture. I found this among her things. Golden light, that's a plant, right? I'm not sure what long meg could mean though. Is that another plant? Anyway, I thought you should have it just in case it's any help. She loved this shop. Okay, she said golden light and long meg. Golden light, start at long meg, S3, E2. So south 3, E2. That's where you find golden light, I bet. Help me. The amulet. I can't remove it and it's drawing the life from me. Sometimes called witch's remedy, the long Barricade is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. I've identified all of these. Oh, well, not this one. What are you doing there? It doesn't look like it, though. I think that's the berry one that was talked about earlier. I wonder if that has something to do with one of these clues. Let's see. Start at long meg. The village isn't welcoming to strangers. Hostile faces eye me suspiciously. I won't find answers here. Oh. Whoops. Loic. Oh, go ahead. There are more important things I could be doing back at the shop. Foxfield to Crinkle Cracks. I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Foxfield is a simple, welcoming place. I am tempted to pay a brief visit to an old friend who is a brewer with his own small tavern in the village. In the end, I decide not to. Plenty to be doing back at the shop. Foxfield, Crinkle Crags. The rugged crags stretch out before me like knuckles on a gnarled hand. The ground is rough and sparse. Little seems to grow here. Okay, so then... what does that clue card mean? Okay, I have one more idea. So, Loic to Ilgil, Head, Foxfield. to grips crinkle cracks. And that they do make little eggs here. Where is it? I think it's I-13 is where they both kind of meet up. Yeah, okay. The magpie sees me before I see it. I do not know how long it has been watching me, but I can tell that it is interested in my movements. A strange sensation creeps over me, and I feel an urge to leave this place, but not before collecting a plant to further study. One for sorrow. Turning to leave, I see another magpie and another plant I've never seen before. Two for joy. Those look like the leaves I need. I wish they'd stop taking up the space that I've... Listen, I have this all sorts of separated here, guys. I can feel it working. Thank you. Okay. So, long Berikund. Cauldry. The use of cauldry are not well known. Some say it has applications in dark magic, but this author has found neither substance nor specifics to back up those claims. Those who worship the huntress, Arduina, place the flower as an offering to ensure the successful hunt. It grows a thin stem with small leaves. Okay, I don't know what long Meg is. It's good to see you, my friend. Oh, Amos Duncan. I've been on the road so long I'd started to wonder if you were still on the other end of the letters I'd been sending. I'm back in town for a few days, though, and I wanted to give you these before I forgot. I found them in the pocket of an overcoat that belonged to your uncle. Oh, 4 notes. I almost threw them away, but I thought the symbols on them might mean something to you. Okay, well I have flower. No, sorry. Doot, 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 doot. I see doot, doot. Dude, but it's upside down. Dude. Dude. Oh, you know what? I wonder if, since this one's upside down, if maybe they're all upside down. So it would be this one, and like this. Hold on. That's kind of what it looks like. Or maybe like this. maybe there's one missing from right here. Or like right here. Because this one kind of wants to fit there, but not really. But also, okay, that one looks like torn straight from there. Oh, maybe it's like this. Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay, so flower. But maybe it's upside down, because this one's upside down. But this one's not. Oh! Oh, I opened the secret drawer. Interesting. I didn't realize you could click those. Trimble-hoof. The trimble-hoof is traditionally used as decoration at weddings, as it is thought to strengthen relationships. A cross-section of the small cup-like flowers, they generally point downwards to avoid filling with water and to allow easy access for pollinating insects. Do I have one that's... This one's hanging upside down. Devil's Night Trap. This plant is known colloquially as a corpse's friend. If ingested as a seed, it will cause a slow, agonizing death, and the plant will grow out of the body once deceased. Did I say night trap? Because I think that's night cap. It has a light, pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates a tonic against fevers and poisons. A Briar's disc, often called a smuggler's disc, is a simple device that can be used to send coded messages. The location of cached cargo, for example. The principle is cunningly straightforward, but the code is undecipherable to prying eyes. Both parties must be in possession of a disc of identical size with the same symbols etched around the edge, and a map. To encode a location, you would then place the disc over some named point on the map nearby and note whichever symbol is pointing to the location. It may be necessary to string multiple symbols together, but you can use this method to reach any other point on the map as required. Is there something? Ooh. No, nothing hidden. Robert Barrows, Medicinal Herbology. Blackhall Road, Kindle. So then, 1813 goes first. I can't turn it around. I have no idea what any of this means, but it seemed like something you might find interesting. I found it while clearing out the nook off the east wing. Baylock's Elixir. Made from the crushed petals of 3 distinctive plants, Baylock's Elixir is a potent aid to memory, allowing those who drink it to ensure that they retain important information that they will never forget. Care must be taken after drinking, however, to avoid the fate of Great Gale, who slowly lost her mind after taking Baylock's and staring at a blank wall for 12 hours. Okay, well that looks like this. Okay, well, one of them looks like this. Okay, map. Oh boy. Let's go to Kendall. I find the medicinal herbology shop off Blackhall Road. I know you, says the man behind the counter. Robert Barrow, presumably. You're the owner of Strange Horticulture. 2 hours later, after a lengthy and engaging discussion covering a variety of botanical subjects, we decide on a trade. It turns out Robert is a collector of unusual fungi, and I have just the thing for him. Copper Caledonian. This plant has a rejuvenation effect, but most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize that it is a curse, not a blessing. Though you may appear younger, you will quickly become more frail and brittle. The red patches that are often seen growing on it are in fact a type of fungus themselves, and not part of the plant. Red warts. Smells rotten. It kind of looks like this. I'm gonna try this. Oops. Shit! I accidentally clicked leave. Okay, so that is Copper Caledonian. I get 3 plants. Okay. Copper Caledonian. What is Long Meg? Is this gonna be another thing I have to look up? I hate having to look stuff up, but like... The river is in its youth here, flowing swiftly through the rocks with a melodic gurgle. Among the tall grasses that line the riverbank is a much more unusual looking flower. Oh, that's pretty. I think that's the end for today. Or that day, rather. In Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. A young woman alone in the world, she was taken by the sisterhood and given a home. It was a chance for redemption, a new start. So, I saw N's and S's. Tibet, so north, east, south, southwest, south, south. Kind of what I'm thinking. Is there someone on here called somewhere called Tibet? Tibet. Tibet. North, east, south, southwest, south, south. I find myself on a patch of moorland surrounded by jagged peaks and menacing clouds. A distinctive plant stands out against the swaths of purple heather. And there, another. That's one of the... That's this one. So we just need to find that one. Nothing like pops up afterwards, right? We have the great oak. Elderfinium grows here. Okay. Long Meg? Sorry, I've not heard of it, but I'll keep an eye out for you in the library. So I shouldn't have looked that up yet. As long as you can give me some fever kiss, that is. Too many late nights at the library are taking their toll. The red berries provide an energy boost. The last several hours, the leaves are pale in color. That's my bad, honestly. Mountain Astery. Promotes an aura of confidence and persuasiveness. The large cup-like flowers produce a stale, damp smell. I thought maybe it was because my memory's not, like, great, so I just forgot it being mentioned. But I guess not. There's talk around town of a woman who wears a green mask made of jade. Yeah, I've seen her and I've heard of her. There are all sorts of oddballs in Undermere, but that's certainly unusual. Yes, you're right. Backfoot candle. Where's Backfoot? Backfoot. Candle. The candle leads me east of Westwater. To the north, the mighty Scafell Pike grazes the sky. The tallest peak in England. The challenge beckons to me. Perhaps another time. Ooh, maybe that's the spiky one, actually. I'm wary of those spines. I have been talking to people around town, trying to learn as much as I can about this beast that is rumored to have been seen in these parts. The woman in the jade mask? And the old world, they call this thing the servant, but the people here seem to have forgotten that name. The lady in the green mask? Except a group calling themselves the Seeds of Redemption. They are something I did not expect, and they have made it clear that they want me to stay away from the servant. They seem to worship it, but I'm getting distracted. My adranthium supplies are low. I need more. A plant with powerful mind-altering abilities. Is this Stranthium? Long, sharp leaves. Palliance. Most plants offer a small improvement to air quality, but the palliance is a class of its own. It is sometimes called sweet breath thanks to the freshness of the air in its vicinity. The many short leaves of this plant are thought to help filter toxins from the surrounding air. Duranthium. I crept around Blackcomb 2 nights ago in the pitch black. Why? That eyebright is some potent stuff. Oh yeah, I could see clear as day. Up on the fell I found a shallow pit full of skulls. Some deer, fox, badger, and some human. There was an eerie silence about the place, and every part of me was screaming to get out of there. Did you? Back down on the flat I heard a terrible noise, like an axe maker's whetstone, but unmistakably animal. High on the ridgeline I saw a cowled woman wearing a jade mask, watching me, and beside her something dark and human and bloody huge. I don't mind admitting that I'm out of my depth on this one. I'll need to speak to Verona again. While I'm here, I'll grab some wild coal for my pounding head. Whoops. this is it? Okay. Norwood. A bite of the crunchy root of this plant has the effect of a cold bucket of water thrown over the face, an unpleasant sensation accompanied by sharp focus. It is claimed that Norwood releases spores that are invisible to the naked eye, showing up only under unnatural light. Oh dear. What did I just... This one. Wild pool. Interesting. Unnatural light, you say? I wonder... I know this isn't light, but like... Okay. It's worth a shot, I figured. My son is very sick. Someone told me about a mushroom that produces a thick, milky liquid that will help relieve his stomach pains. I'm willing to try anything. I'm pretty sure that's Bishop's parasol. Yep. Poor Reuben. He looks a little worse for wear this morning. Oh yeah, he was looking for you earlier. He took it hard when his wife died and never did quite give up the drink. I think I know a ritual was performed at the stone circle. It all adds up. It was a summoning spell. Someone called to something across the void and tried to bring it here, and with the state of that body all torn to shreds, I'd say they succeeded. And then the gilded dendra? That really got me thinking. I found this in Dr. Worthing's bestiary. A little light reading for you. I'm headed to Greystale Forest again. The Sisterhood will know more. It has many names. Some call it the Woken Dendru, believing it to be related in some way to the deadly gilded dendra plant. Others call it the Night Stalker, the Miasma, or the Dread. But the most common name for it is in the Shires is the Servant. Uh-oh. I wonder if it's... Who's that guy? Reuben? No. This guy. Ennis. You'll have heard of it. In children's songs such as Keep the Fire Burning and Servant and Master. And there are hints of it in the older stories, but nobody alive has seen it in the flesh. It is said that the dead ground northeast of Tibet, where nothing but black digitatus mortis grows, was caused when the servant last walked over our lands hundreds of years ago. Northeast. It's really only like a couple places we could go. Why did I come here? I guess we'll just stop for this day. Go on to the next. Every day she attentively followed the teachings of the Arda. Every day she patiently performed the tasks given to her. Every day thoughts of the books edged away at the back of her mind. Day 10, Sunday. A secret uncovered is a secret no more. 2 miles north of Foxfield. These changed. I wonder if I should fix them again. 3 ravens circle above, their claws and croaks cleaving in the silence. An omen. I take what I came for and leave. Okay, so there's nothing new in it. It just resets itself. David Schaefer? One from your librarian friend today. In reference to your question the other day about Long Meg, I'm afraid I do not have an answer, but Calder Abbey has a wealth of knowledge on local lore. If you ever go there, the monks will request a plan from you, but they won't tell you what they want. A sort of test. They never allowed me in to look through their stacks. Calder Abbey. Let's go ahead and go there. A small window opens within the much larger oak door. From the darkness within, a voice proclaims only a friend may enter. What's the one that is friendship between strangers? Box button. The hatch snaps shut, and the oak door swings inward, slowly without a sound. I am ushered in by a man wearing a plain brown robe. He nods silently when I ask about Long Meg and leads me through the abbey to a small library filled with scrolls and books. Without a word, he pauses for a moment, surveying, before selecting a scroll and handing it to me. Okay, so I get sheep snap from this. The sheep snap is thought to bring good fortune when prepared correctly. The green seed pods of the sheep snap have a hard outer shell and sound hollow when tapped. To the south, they call this plant bulbs abound. Guarding Long Meg. There is a stone circle north of Undermere. According to local legend, some hundreds, perhaps even thousands of years ago, a witch known as Long Meg lived nearby along with her daughters. They were wild, godless people who practiced evil magic until one night they went too far and Meg and her daughters were turned to stone. The tall stone that stands apart from the main circle is called Long Meg by the locals. The sisterhood are trying my patience again. If the old Arda was around, but she's not. They've kept secrets for hundreds of years. If ever there was a time to share them, it is now. They know of a way to defeat the servant, some ritual or weapon or something, but their stubborn pride won't bring them to ask for help. Well, I won't sit idly by and do nothing. I'd better have a little chat with this new Arda. And I think I'll take some mountain astery with me. Large cup-like flowers. Produces a stale, damp smell. Old books, musty. Weeping Bell. A plant that is believed by many to lead to gold. You'll have about as much luck as searching for the end of a rainbow. The soft frilled leaves can soothe insect bites and stings. It is also known as golden light, and sometimes false hope. This is... what was that? Oh shit. Not Weeping Bell. That's what this one is. Whoops. I know that one for a fact. Thomas Green. I have finished the designs you asked me to work on. I don't remember this man in my life. Be careful in wrapping these. Some of the glasswork is quite delicate, and I have taken great care transporting them. My lab experiment is finally here. I will be able to brew elixirs using ingredients from my plants. Whoops. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so I really need to find this plant here. So I can try to brew an elixir. So we have these two, just not this one. Unless that's like one of the small ones. But I don't think it is. The new Arda wouldn't like me being here, but the forest is in danger. I spoke with Verona Green earlier. It's bad. If the Dendru has woken, then it will come for us. You must place an offering at the altar of Arduina. So it kind of looks like a river. Rustland, Grisdale Forest. It seems Beth has been able to keep her fellow sisters away from this part of the forest, for now at least. The trees are thick here, old too. The altar seems to belong here, as much of a part of the forest as the gnarled trunks and twisting roots. I must place an offering to the goddess Arduina. The uses of cauldry are not well known. Some say it has applications in dark magic, but the author has found neither substance nor specifics to back up those claims. Those who worship the huntress Arduina place the flower as an offering to ensure a successful hunt. It grows from thin stems on with small leaves. Embersoul is said to have is this Embersoul? Yeah, this is Embersoul because of the sharp leaves. Evulum. The scent it produces is considered overpowering by some, but it is said to stimulate the senses and rejuvenate aching bones. Evulum has short, pretty leaves. Okay, so this is Embersoul. I'm being harassed by loonies shouting about the redemption, saying they're going to set it free, whatever the hell that means. Well, they can take their seeds of whatever, woken something or other, nonsense and stick it where the sun doesn't shine. I'm not joining their damn cult. I just want to tend my garden in peace. I'm looking for some larkshine to drive them away if they come around again. Pretty sure that's this. Lyle of Neptune, also called truthsayer, this plant will force a person to tell the truth when eaten. The sparsely petaled pale flowers give off a strong scent. Oh, there's some holes in this one. 902X 803. In time, she learned that the sisterhood had secrets, or she had always known, or had she always known that? Had she come to them by chance, or had she sought them out deliberately? She wasn't sure. But by now, she knew what she wanted, and she would do anything to get it. Day 11, Monday. What day did we start on? I don't remember. Okay. Let's pull a map out. Because, 902, 803. Where did all my shit go? E16. The impressive ridgeline of the Crinkle Crag stretches across the full width of my vision. Days like today are worth being alive for. A colorful plant stands out amongst the mosses. The moss. Oh, that's pretty. Can I add stuff into the archive? I can. I think this is just talking about the servant. It's not talking about any location. Well, it says the dead ground northeast of Tibet, where nothing but black Digitatus mortis grows. I was talking about how to use the coder. My old man reckons there's a plant what can find pots of gold buried underground. Don't know what it's called, but I bet you do. Tell you what, when I'm rich, I'll throw a share of the gold your way. Oh, that's this. Lesser Meridoc. The round flower head of the Meridoc is made up of smaller yellow florets. A single drop of the strong-smelling sap from this plant can utterly drain a person's mental faculties, rendering them slow and uncomprehending. I have a task for you that would greatly aid the seeds of redemption. Another Dreyer is in town, and we know he's paid you a visit already, no doubt feeding his habit. We suspect he's here to hunt the Dendrew. If he returns, give him some of this. He will make a worthy sacrifice to the Dendrew. Let's help him on his way. Oh, that's... What's the one I just read? Lesser Meridoc? Yeah, this is Lesser Meridoc for sure. I am heading out on the road again, but before I leave, I wanted to store some valuables in a safe. I don't trust myself to remember the combination, and I certainly don't trust myself to write it down anywhere and not lose it. This is where you come in. Surely, you've got something up your sleeve for me. Okay, so... I'm supposed to have this flower already? Maybe it's this? Let's see. Eyebright. Oh, okay. So I did have that one already. Oh, did that just like use up the flowers? I don't have them anymore? Oh, no, here they are. Okay. Oh. Over. Spring wax cap. An edible mushroom with some mild medicinal properties. When dried and eaten, it can help relieve pain. Can I label this? I can. Okay. What's it called? Shit. Balox elixir. Okay, so these can go back over here. Let's see. I'm gonna rearrange some of this stuff and I'll be right back. Jesus, that's a lot of flowers. Okay, or plants. I'm looking for something specific, a very unusual looking fungus that takes me back to my childhood with its wonderful smoky smell. Is gray sandfire technically a fungus? I'm gonna try this one. Okay. Whoops. Oh goodness, Hellbore, you haven't been getting enough food? That's terrible. Whatever will become of you? My mother's had me looking into the servant creature for you, but I'm afraid I've not been getting anywhere. It's strange. I'm sure I've seen some reference to it before, but I'm drawing a blank when I try to find anything. I think Lord Fremont's archives would be a good place to look. I was going to post this to you, but I was in town anyway, so I thought I'd drop it off in person. That and sneak in some Hellbore hugs. Me when I see any cat. I've not been getting anywhere looking through my collections in Ambleside for any mention of the servant, but Lord Fremont's archives at Muncaster are home to many ancient and esoteric scrolls covering a wide variety of subjects. It might be worth a visit. Muncaster. I followed Fremont's manservant deep into the vaults of the castle. 2 hours later, I have still found no mention of the servant. On the verge of giving up, a name grabbed my attention. The Woken Dendrew. Didn't Rona say that was another name for the servant? The Woken Dendrew is loyal to the summoner, who becomes its master and can bend its terrible power to their will. This servant is assumed to be immortal since it has no known vulnerabilities, but that does not mean that it cannot be defeated. Many hundreds of years ago, a site of ritual importance was created near Blackcomb, to the south of the Watcher. The Great Oak and the Dendrew was ousted from this world. Unfortunately, although we know that 5 plants were required for this ritual, the specific plants are not known. Norwood, please. I find it the only thing that can keep me from nodding off in the night shift. bite of the crunchy root of this plant has the effects of a cold bucket of water thrown over the face, an unpleasant sensation, accompanied by sharp focus. That doesn't... Oh. No, that does not work. Oh. Neat. Daisy Dog, a simple potion that will grant courage, can be brewed from the leaves. It is said that ancient warriors would take it before going into battle. Alright, that's where we will end this video for today. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you get notified every time I upload a new video. And I will see you next time. Bye!